She joins us now with some humorous insights and health tips. And Nina, some people need a little humor to get over the very real fears that they may have when they're boarding a plane. You address some things like what are the bumps and grinds that you hear in the plane, and everybody wondered, what was that, what was that? How do you get people to understand what's going on?
Well, first thing we did in the book, we wrote it humorously, so they'll read it, because if they don't read it, it doesn't do any good. And then we went to a complete flight, and we told them from the start to the finish exactly what was happening on the airplane, so that they don't go, every time there's a new noise in there.
Right. You mentioned about safety. Now, a lot of us here, you zone it out. As soon as we see the flight attendant, holding up the oxygen mask and giving us the exit signs, we kind of zone that out if we've flown before. Should we pay attention every time?
Oh, absolutely. We have a really cute little cartoon about the Great Gaping Mouth Syndrome. When the oxygen mask comes down, if there's a decompression, even though you've watched the video, you go, and nothing happens, and you have 30 seconds or you pass out, right? So you really ought to pay attention.
You also have some products here when you're talking about health concerns on flights. A lot of people are worried about the air being recycled and it being unhealthful. What are a couple of the products that you can bring along?
Well, the first one we have is it's a flower remedy. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's called Fearfulness. And what it does, you put a couple drops under your tongue, and the anxiety goes away. It's really neat because, people who are constantly fear of flying, especially when you're about to take off, you pop this under your tongue, nice and calm.
So you're telling me this really works?
Absolutely does work, and it works for menopausal women who get panic attacks too.
Well, that's good to remember as well. What else do you have here?
This one is a personal air purifier. And in the airplanes now you have air recirculated a lot of times. You get those airborne colds, and what happens is after you get get off the airplane within a week, you get a cold. And so we have a little personal air purifier you wear around your neck, and it keeps all those germs away from your nose. And you just inhale as normally? That's right, and there's negative ions coming out of it too, which helps to calm you down too if you have a little bit of fear.
A lot of people will be happy to hear that. I understand if you do have a little bit of fear, you're running some seminars right here at the Albany International Airport. What will they be all about, and how can people get involved?
Well, this one is on November 15th, and it's on Sunday afternoon at Signature Flight Service. And what it is basically it's going to be for people who are afraid of flying, especially those people who are going on a holiday trip and they really don't want to fly.
Right.
So we're giving a lot of advice there. We're also going to have airplanes there that people can come and sit and they can feel and they can touch so that they can find out what's going on. So it's going to be a really interesting awareness type of a seminar.
Speaking of the book, quickly tell us about the book signing.
We have a book signing at Barnes & Noble in Colony at 3 o'clock on Saturday. It's this coming Saturday, and it's going to be part of an author day they have there.
All right, Nina Anderson, the Backseat Flyer, informative and humorous reading at the same time. Thanks so much.